My name is Edika Nodofa. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, a member of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, representing the good people of Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District.
My name is Vide, and I am from the city of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and I am here for Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship. I intend to gain a lot of knowledge. I intend to unlearn, to relearn, to know more about the political field. And after this fellowship, I also intend to expand, to grow more, not only to be limited to this space, but to grow in a larger space than this.
I'm excited to be part of the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship because as a youth, my voice matters, and I'm here to gain the vital tools for impact.
My name is Mwfaan. I am from Vide local government in Akwa Ibom State. I am very excited to be a part of Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, and I am expectant of so many things. One of such is ways in which the youth can be involved in the politics of today, considering what we have in today's world.
Simi Olusola began her career into the world of advocacy for empowerment for youth, women, children, and the less privileged in 2003 as a volunteer. She had volunteered for so many organizations within the shores of Nigeria, Africa, and in fact, across the world.
The aim of this initiative for the next few days is clear. It's to inspire, equip, and elevate young people, especially women, into active roles in politics and public service. For far too long, our political spaces have lacked that diverse voices, energy, and innovations. Permit me to call it the vibe that young people bring into any establishment. That must end now. That is why we are here.
You're not a leader if you're not patient. In fact, if you're not long-suffering. You're not a leader if you're not long-suffering. Wisdom to know when to be wise.
Before entering into leadership, define your ethical boundaries. May you lead with integrity, act with accountability, and leave a legacy defined not by titles held, but by values upheld.
And action. If you have influence, you don't have vision. If you have influence, have vision, but you don't act. It's not leadership. It's psychophancy. Making decisions daily. Influencing decisions in your home. Looking out for the vision of where that decision will take you to and the action you will take when mommy and daddy have said something. I don't know if you understand. Africa's future largely depends on you and I. Bold, visionary, and committed leaders who can tackle today's challenges and shape a better tomorrow. So, to effectively navigate the African political space, here are key leadership skills every young change maker should develop as you and I.
My name is Ekedion Dennis Essen. I am from Akwa Ibom State, and the fellowship, the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, has been very impactful. I've learned about accountability as a leader. I've learned about the different styles of leadership, and I've also learned that no man is an island, that we all need everyone to survive. Some ideas that you may think are not worth listening to are sometimes the best of ideas. It's very, very impactful. I want to say a very big thank you to the Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni of Nigeria for bringing in this kind of program. I say thank you to them.
Hi there, my name is Mwfaan, and I am from University Local Government area here in Akwa Ibom State. So today is day 2 of Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, and yesterday was quite insightful. I learned a whole lot, both in leadership and other spheres of life. So today being the last day, I am very optimistic of so many things, and I look forward to more of this in our society. Thank
Hi
you.
guys, my name is Eke Dion Essen. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Today is the day 2 of the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship of Nigeria. So I'm excited. Yesterday was awesome. We got to listen to great leaders like Michael Bush, Barrister Onyi, and Dr. Anyekan Ekefer. So today my expectation is that I get to learn more. And I'm very excited. Anekan Fimber is coming today and it's one of the greatest minds in Akwa Ibom. I can't wait to listen to his fountain of knowledge. So I'm just excited and I'm also sad that today is going to be the last day and it's a mixed kind of emotion for me, but today is going to be great anyway. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're seeing me on your screen. So, yesterday was a very wonderful day. It was you know what I ordered versus what I got. This one was more than what I ordered. It was beautiful. I learned a lot. Every person that came here to teach us, to educate us, they gave us even more than I expected. It was wonderful. And trust me, I'm really going to use those information and even the information I'll be getting today to do great impact out there. Today is day 2, and I know that it's going to be more than yesterday. It's amazing to be here, and I urge you to be here in the next session. Bye.
All right, my name is Chibike Ebujem, and I'm one of the team members that are executing this project, the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, as a memorial, as an immortalization process to keep one of our fellows from the Mandela Washington Fellowship, Simi Olusola, who died in the US last year during our fellowship in the United States of America. And being a part of those implementing this project, I think it's a thing that is very important. It is very expedient that will begin to impact on the youth involvement in politics. Politics is not a place to be abandoned. It's not a place, to overlook. Of course, the policies, the laws that come from, our lawmakers are what keeps the society running. So the youth should not have that oversight, should not abandon it for a different set of people to make the rules. And politics, the tech world is taking over. We need to have policies affecting it, the business area, in different areas of the society. It is politics that actually set the tone. Therefore, I think the young people that we are impacting through this project are going to come out to become voices in the society that will lead, in the legislature, in the executive arm of government, and in every strata of government that will help boost the economy, help production, and increase the GDP of Nigeria, and put us on the spotlight as a nation that is given to, bringing young people into politics. Thank you. God bless you.
Can you remember the names of 2 persons that you met here yesterday? The speakers. No, not the speakers, your fellows. Okay, give us 2. Okay, we know a Mabo, right? And let nobody call a Mabo again. The Mabo is taken. Okay, who else across your table? Are you sure you don't know yourself? Are you sure? You are? Okay, not that you asked. Okay, hello, madam. Just give us 2 persons' name that you met here yesterday. Yes. Unfortunately, you are sitting alone, so there's nobody. Okay, I met yesterday.
it's not true. It's not, I know they have rigged this election. I don't agree. Mention 2 others. No, I say 2 others, apart from the 2 you have mentioned. No, this Ojoro is being so obvious. Someone else. You met yourself. You see, we are not networking. Okay, let me hear your name and then tell me 2 persons that you met here yesterday.
My name is Eke.
Okay.
I met Mwfaan.
Where is Mobilizations?
I met
Okay.
Vide. I
Okay.
met Comfort Simon.
Oh.
I met Akan. I met Rutuko.
Where is Rutuko?
She's not here.
She's not here. All right, put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her. So I want to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. For those who have not met, among the fellows, those people sitting these 2 lines, can you meet in 2 minutes? Meet the person, ask of name, take numbers, ask what they do apart from this fellowship. 2 minutes. You can take selfie and then do hashtag Simi Olusola Youth in Politics.
It's not my mentor, but I follow him almost all his teaching, and my guy is there. He just got married. We're in the same school, and he's my guy.
30 seconds remaining.
Thank you. I'll call you. Thank you.
You have all day long to continue your networking. Time up. Time up. All right, return to your seat. Return to your seat immediately. Return to your seat. If you are taking a selfie, make sure all of you share it. So who is going first? I don't. Who is going first? It is time everybody has. We have a
My name is Eke Dennis Essen. I aspire to be a house member representing the good people of Okobo local government area. Okay, the things I would love to change in my local government is number 1 is we have a beach bigger than the popular Oron beach that ferries to Cameroon and to Cross River State. The first thing, if elected, is to make sure that Atabon beach is reopened for economic purposes in Okobo local government area. The Atabon beach was closed during the Bakassi War when the Benekam the people of Obenega were in the Bakassi and all those crises, so the beach has been closed. So the people of Okobo now have to go to Oro local government to transport their businesses to go for fishing. So the first thing I'm going to do is to reopen that beach for economic purposes and then give out grants to fishermen. I'll give you boats, I'll give you nets, and also boats to people who want to go into transport business. I give you the boat, we come into agreement, this is how much you are going to be remitting till the boat is finally yours. Another thing I would love to do is light. We don't have
not a perfect elevator pitch, but it's a starting point that can lead her to the next level. Who is ready to go second? Who is ready to go second? It doesn't have to be perfect, right? If you wait for the perfect time, it will never come. Ladies are leading the pack, man. No wonder my wife is a politician.
Hello, great people. My name is Mwfaan, and I am from University of Washington. So I would love to represent the ever-reliable people of University of Washington local government area in the House of Assembly. Now, this is it. We have never had a leader. We have never had a representative in the House of Assembly for University. And I think this is the time we need a leader. And we need a woman. We need a woman to represent you. You need a woman to be represented in the House of Assembly. I'm aware of the travels you passed through. I'm aware of the pothole roads. And I am aware of the lack of electricity. And this is me wanting to represent you. I'll supply electricity, I'll fix your roads, and I'll give you grants for your businesses. Also, let me add that I will be accountable for your money. I will give an account of every bit, every dime I spend. So support me, and I will make your life better.
Oh, my sister. My sister. Okay, before you say something, your role is to legislate, is to make laws that will make life better for your people. By the time you start saying, I will give, no, it's fallacy. It's the same thing a politician has been telling us. Yeah. We want a favorable atmosphere where everybody can grow. We want justice. We want youth inclusion. Yes. Something that looks digital, something that looks new. Don't say he wants to build bridge where there is no river. Do you understand? I think it's good we're having this conversation because I really want to bring my hammer down on the selection committee. Do you understand? The selection committee, how the interview was conducted before they get this crop of people. Because later in the day, we may be having one visitor. I had communication with him, and he asked me something. Are you guys really sure these people you selected are the best of the best in Akwa that can drive this kind of leadership? People are interested in them from the US. It's part of one of the questions we answered yesterday at the TV stations. And I tried as much as possible to engage with you one-on-one. I did not know you. We set up this thing that call these people one-on-one, hear from them. You understand? So at this point, you should know that
your life is on the line.
Yes. With your database that is with us, from time to time, high-profile politicians from these states, they are going to be engaging with you. They are going to call you for interview. So we expect the best from you. Do you understand? We want to make sure that the selection committee, the list was not doctored. All we have is the best of the best. Thank you.
Somebody should be our timekeeper, please. 2 minutes. Stopwatch. Let me know when you're ready. That thing is not easy to move. So, that's what I'm trying to see. You can't change your rope, you know. You can't change the hope you are using. So it has to be the same one. So I expect that the white will be for her. I expect that the white will be for her. So by the time it gets to her, she can pick up the white. So you should like use it. I'm giving you explore. You must, yes. One hope for one person. I did. It's because I didn't get I didn't get the right equipment. The hope is supposed to get to her. So, are you guys ready? Timekeeper, are we ready? Go. Yes, just go. Just make sure you didn't go out. So stop the watch. Let's start again. Just make sure you didn't go out of this. Yes, even if it fall. You're not allowed to stand. Out. Thank you. Number 2. You see, it look easy, but until you get there and you're not feeling like clap for them, please. Yeah, so let's start. Let me know when you are ready. Yes, we are okay. I like the tension. Let us know when you are ready so that we can start the stopwatch. Are you ready? Don't forget you have 2 minutes. You have the whole time. Yes, can change your hand. Just go change your road.
Be fast, so time is going.
Thank you, Barry, on time.
Hussein, my friend, son of me.
Boom. Go back to your seat. What did you do? Who can tell me? Use the same word. Thank you. Attention to detail. That's another quality of a good leader. Thank you. Time management. That is another quality of a good leader. Team 5. How many minutes? Wow, clap for them. Okay. Can we have team 2 come back? 1 minute, 30 seconds. Whoa! How many minutes? Oh, and we have a winner. Okay, yes, so thank you very much. You have to work with different kind of people, yes? Yes. Where's the coordinator? Please, let's yarn this and
Special assistant to the governor of Akwa Ibom on branding management and marketing. In this role, he is responsible for promoting the unique potentials and quality of the state, emphasizing the marketing of Akwa Ibom State as a brand that is collective responsibility for all its citizens. He actively works to shape the narrative about Akwa Ibom State, presenting it as an attractive place for investment and work. Edem has highlighted the importance of leveraging social media platforms to sell Akwa Ibom State brand and the Arise agenda and the current government. He has also engaged with various organizations such as the Conference of Online Publishers, Akwa Ibom State, Kuba, to foster partnership in marketing of the state positively. Furthermore, Edem has demonstrated an interest in developing the state's tourism, noting a good working relationship with the Ministry of Culture and Tourism to reposition attractions like Ebon Beach. He has also been involved in efforts to open Akwa Ibom State for tech opportunities, asserting the ICT as a crucial part of the governor's economic policy and advocating for the expansion of tech ecosystem within
Sometimes life is not about how long you've lived, but how well. And real life is when there is something that you leave behind when you are no more. And in this case, a name, a legacy, which all of you are here to celebrate, which all of you are here to honor, which all of you are here to ensure that what she stood for continues even before. I'm very sure that as this keeps growing, as this gospel keeps being spread widely, more people will come to know about what she stood for, and more people will come to share in the ideals that she stood for. You asked me to come and speak to you on communication, public relations, and media strategy for effective community mobilization. I have a few slides which you will be watching my hands, even though I'm not giving me a pointer. So just watch my hand, because I have my own here also. I have a few slides which I will share some thoughts, but every time I get to speak to contemporaries of mine like this, because we're all in the same generation, as it were, despite the fact that unfortunately in Nigeria, we're the only group of young people who allow those that will not be part of our future to plan our future for us. Yes, ma'am. The people that we have handed over the task of planning our future for us, they will not be there. So what are we expecting? We take one step forward, two steps back. That's why we're having the largest group of disillusioned young people practically on the face of the earth. Because believe it or not, and I tell you this from experience, I've spent the last 10 years of my life in public service. A good number of our policymakers are still thinking along the lines of 30, 40 years ago. Except you are deliberate about it, much of the learning that people have in a formal environment ends when they leave school. Except you deliberately want to do something. There are some people that have not read anything ever since they left school. Nothing. Well, this generation, maybe it's that way. No books, no added knowledge, nothing. There are even some professionals who, I'll give you an example, a medical doctor. I am not one. The minute that person did sponsor you and became a medical doctor, no attempt to expand the knowledge, no attempt to research, no attempt to, the person has become doctor and he is fine. There are innovations in medicine, there's breakthroughs in medicine, there's new knowledge, there's a whole lot more. The person doesn't care. He's a doctor. His family is proud of him. His church will soon make him an elder. He has one hospital somewhere where he conducts activities in the evening. He's working in one government hospital. He is fine. And for 20, 30, 40 years, he has not added any new knowledge of medicine in his own area of practice. If you speak to medical doctors, they will tell you. Guess what? You give that person a responsibility today. He's taking decisions today based on residual knowledge of 20, 30 years ago. That's a major challenge that we find ourselves in. Check the people who are our leaders. The wasn't matter, some of them who are smart enough get young people to walk with them. But it is one thing to take a horse to the stream. It's a different thing to get that horse to drink. In the year 2001, Olusegun Obasanjo, as President of Nigeria, was swearing in members of his ex-school, the Federal Executive Council, and some special advisors. And at the end of the speech, he said, those of you that have met my advisors, I don't necessarily need your advice. So it is not about whether these young people are there. It's about, do they have a chance to make input into this your job, into this your team? Or you're just putting them there, You cannot solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. You cannot. But then, in this country, that is the tragedy of most of the leadership that we've had over the past. Legitimate mobilization, like you have asked me to speak on, is largely dependent on a number of factors. Community mobilization, the components will involve raising of awareness, building of relationships, as is the empowerment, participation, resource mobilization, action planning, evaluation, and the reflection. All of this is called Turechi. Who knows what Turechi is? Okay, Turechi is now as English. Basically, speaking plenty grammar. And everyone will say Beke. Okay? However, it is the kind of Turechi that we can relate with. Because for community mobilization, for whatever the purpose is, for whatever you intend to see, the first thing you need to do is to raise the awareness of the people. Because there are a number of people who have challenges and they don't know what challenges are. Sometimes it takes somebody to let you understand the problem that you are in. You've been in that problem since, but you didn't realize it. Have you heard someone say, slaves in love with their chains? And I like to tell people, my first 2 years in government service, I was very frustrated. I'd always been in the private sector, doing my own stuff. And then I got a job in government service. I didn't look like a government person. My friends, I make around 30 million. And there is a big business that we can build with 80 million, or carry his own 30 million and go and do his own small business, which sometimes won't even last in the long run. Rather than go saying that, we're taught it in social studies. They say culture is a people's way of life. But I think that this way of life can be dynamic. It doesn't need to be static. There are a number of things that we could have learned to doing this much, much better. I'll conclude by thanking you for inviting me, hoping that I have not wished that you celebrate is something that will go beyond the borders of this particular room, and then of course even beyond the sphere of influence of the Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni. So thank you very much for your time and attention, and I hope that with these few points of mine you can allow me to leave. Thank you very much.
I wanted to said it now for you. What you've done here is honorable. So I'm going to have Honorable Vide, and on behalf of Mandela Washington Fellowship Alumni Association of Nigeria, we are presenting this to you. Can you please come?
Where did you get this picture?
Missing. Who is the founder of? She'll come and tell me herself because I don't know. So she'll come and help us, tell us. Can you please assist me listen? Okay. So we are going to get right into it because my name is Ridwan Amo. I'm the founder of Evolve. Evolve, yeah. So yeah. Let me not go into detail. We've had people since we go here, we've had people ask us about, okay, yeah, Mandela Washington Fellowship, how can I be part of it? What do we need to do, and all of those. So I'm going to ask them about 2-3 questions, then we move to you. If you have any particular question you want to ask. Okay, and while we are at it, we have our team lead, Mike, joining us. Alright, so since we are talking about Mandela Washington Fellowship, and as you all are seated here, you are still qualified.
Thank you, everyone. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to just share what I can remember. Then, if there's anyone that, if I miss anything, anyone can just help me out. So, the MWF, which we call it MWF for short, is a United States government exchange program. The idea is that you are exchanged with someone else from the US, and then you're able to exchange cultures and your knowledge, and all that. How can you qualify to be part of the program? You have to be 35 years and below, so everybody that goes usually is 35 years. Okay, no, from 25, right? 25 to 35. But if you're really young and really exceptional, you can go. We met some people that were below 25 that were exceptional in their countries, because when we compare them to Nigeria, but they were exceptional. I mean, really, the idea. I'm going to be very honest with you. Yesterday, okay, no, let me not just stories. Speaker is coming. So the idea of the exchange program, or the idea of being chosen for the program, is that you have something valuable that you're doing. So you can very much say, this person is founder of this, founder of that. You mustn't necessarily be a founder of something per se, but I'll be honest with you, most times we always find that it's founders and founders that you choose. But even if you're not a founder, you have to have a proven track record of impact. Either in business, in civic engagement is for, say, non-profit people that say, oh, should free work. Now that is your maker that sent you to Gambia, they're not paying you money, you're suffering. That is civic engagement. Then business people are people that you have a business that you're running. Then public leadership. Is it public engagement? Public management. Public management. Mostly for people in public offices, your media. Are you maybe going to communities, or you're going to schools, or you have a group that covers business? If you are doing it for Oshofri, then it's civic engagement, for instance.
Thank you, everyone, for that. Good afternoon, everybody. Even though we have majorly people who are, I would say, have interest in politics, but I want to believe there are other people, there are other things that you do in this space, right? I went through the business track, business and entrepreneurship, and one of the questions I was asked is, what are you doing and how do you want to sustain what you're doing? Because the major problem of the Nigerian terrain is unsustainability. And okay, I'm into training, I'm into consulting. How am I going to scale it? That business you're doing, how are you going to scale it? How do you take it to the next business? How do you want to scale it? And then, we're able to answer that question to the best of our ability.
To get them at that point, it means you have actually lost their interest because they have over 50, most of them, they have 50,000 applications to review. So just imagine somebody having 50 applications to review and you are just there, blabbing and it's very conveying. And we'll continue this conversation because it's very important.
Thank you very much. We'll come back again. Thank you very much.
Munyo is an MP, a grassroots politician, and of course, a graduate of Theatre Arts from the University of Uyo, and also a former Honorable Councillor, immediate past Vice Chairman of the National Association of Nigerian Theatre Arts Practitioners, NANTA, former Director of Publicity of NANTA, and he's the MD and CEO of Caston Lighting. Please, with a rap occasion, let's make welcome our Honorable. Please, the faster, the louder your clap, the better it comes on stage. The louder your clap, the better it comes on stage. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is grassroots mobilization, political negotiation, and alliance building. I'm going to rephrase that topic a little bit, and I'm going to call it grassroots mobilization, then alliance building, then political negotiation. Please let me go again. Grassroots mobilization, alliance building, and political negotiation. Why I choose to direct it in that order is because chronologically, grassroots mobilization comes first, in my understanding, then alliance building comes second, and then thirdly, political negotiation. Now, political negotiation comes last because in Africa, everything we do builds up to electioneering campaigns. And it is sad that in this climb, maybe it's better in saner climes, but in this climb, everything politicians do is a build-up for them to get into power. Make no mistakes about it, that will sustain you and your children after you is goodwill. Please, at every corner you are, once you engage with someone, try not to leave a positive impact other than a negative one. Goodwill is all we have as human beings. Every other thing we have in this world is borrowed. What we have is goodwill. And in politics, just like in business, once you're privileged to meet someone, talk to someone, engage with someone, let the impression be positive. Remember, a local politician
have carefully identified the problem we are facing in the country. One is the fear the elders have about young people who are smart, young people who are intelligent. You use yourself as an example. You say, may I be lawyer, can we control him? That's one of the fears they have. I have a few questions. Number one, how should we behave in a way that will make these people feel safe to work with us? That's one. Two, for us who are not yet in politics, we've talked about goodwill. Yeah, some of us share that sentiment. I have a little goodwill, not yet in office. But for those who are, because this training is for people who we are onboarding them to come into the dimension of politics. You have identified a lot of problems now. How are we going to build this goodwill over time, so we could get into politics? Now, forming alliance. The future of Nigeria will not be tied to any political party. The future of Nigeria may not be tied to any political party, but currently, for you to become anything in Nigeria, you must belong to a political party. Now, this is me trying to tell us, wherever state you are coming from, when you go back, just find a political party and belong to. And just do what you can within the party, but you have to questions to answer.
Answer your question. Let me start with the one that has to do with goodwill. Please make no mistakes. Life itself presents an opportunity for you to impact people positively, irrespective of your color. One of the greatest issues we have is that people expect too much from politicians. You can't have an House of Assembly member who over the years has all been very educated. Then you expect him to not to feel threatened when you engage him intellectually. You can't have someone who was not in this country fully aware of the problems you have at the grassroots, except he's very down to earth and is willing to learn. Now, for every time you have an encounter with someone of peace, whether it's in politics or outside politics, do well to just be the better person. Do well to just be the bigger person. Do well to just be the most humble of persons. There is a quote I would like to share. In the war of ego, a loser always wins. For every time two egoistic persons are involved in a room, the one that loses that day, the one whose ego is fatter, the one who allows himself to be subjected and ridiculed, actually is the winner. Matthew 5, the Beatitude. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. The biggest title on it, better than being a governor, a senator, a president. The conditions needed to be the son of God is for you to be a peacemaker. It's very difficult to be a peacemaker. It's very difficult to be the one that is humiliated. It's very difficult to be the forgiving person. Even Peter himself asked, how many times will I be offended? The answer was very funny. Jesus gave him the number of times you're supposed to be offended and you still forgive people. Not so many of us will do that. I, for one, I don't
now get in and then decide, okay, I want to be the change I want to see. Then you start with your transparency and all of that, knowing very well that your boss is corrupt. Why I'm asking this is because one of the first law of power says you should not outshine the master. A person brings you in, okay, let's say for example, I like this guy, come and represent your people in this place. And then you start doing things that normally your boss does not do it, he does not accept it. So how will you now act in such a way that you will not take relevance from the person that brought you into power, so that it will not now generate bad blood between the both of you?
A book written by a certain V, that's the name of the author, V. The book is called Mwfaan. In one of the chapters, he said, if your boss is involved in a negotiation of which you guys are at the same table, wreck him. He has made his bones. It's now your turn. Let me explain. Wrecking doesn't mean you should fish in his waters. He taught you how to fish. Avoid his pond. Go out to the deep oceans. The sky is wide enough to accommodate us all. But if you must commit a crime, please let it be a crime of conscience. At every point in your life, as long as it's against your conscience, don't do it. And then, of course, nature abhors a vacuum. The greatest civilization on earth, the Roman civilization, so wide, spanning from modern-day Europe to as intensive as Far East into Africa. Do you know how the greatest civilization ended? Internal decay, corruption, eaten from inside. What does that mean? Life itself will always present a vacuum. Life will present a vacuum. If the person who gave you your first entry level, having served him, can no longer align with your conscience, please move on. Move on even at the point of when you've not received your full benefits. Move on. For God who blesses people can put you in position. Now also, as a mark of goodwill, for everybody who has helped me in life, wherever I cannot assist you, wherever our ideologies do not align, I do as much as possible to speak ill of you in public. The greatest things I do for my mentors, even when I don't agree with them, is also not to disagree with them in public.
I would not do what I'm supposed to do, or what I was asked to do, so I have to step down. It was a tough issue. So I've watched you talk about conscience and the grassroots. What can we do about those guys in the grassroots to improve them, to come out from where they are today, because they have been box going to you to think in what direction of guidance
of agents, because you got money from them. It is better not to get money and then you vote for someone and then at the end of the day, the person disappoints. In good conscience, you did your best of the things he has done for his constituents. He brought a long list of books of persons he paid money. And then he simply told us that his strategy.
And I happen to be the project lead for this fellowship. So I want to especially thank you. You are a picture of conscience. Your vibrancy cannot be defined. I saw how you turned the microphone, and we all listened to you with rapt attention. You are a phenomenon. You are the type of person we are looking for. And you are the type of youth we want to model after. We love you. We are privileged to have you here. You are the perfect fit for this topic. Thank you very much for this. Very well.
Thank you, sir. I would love to present an award to you on behalf of the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, the Mandela Washington Fellowship Association of Nigeria, who helped me, and the United States Consulate Nigeria. I would love to present this certificate of appreciation for your contribution to youth and community development. Thank you.
Yes,
are 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the day, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane, right? Baba, sheep, sheep, sheep.
You will know all the people that went to Montessori. Not Akanka.
Okay, love rice.
Thank you. We take the last one and then we go to our speaker.
John, my son, I sent you to school. John, my son, I sent you to school to learn how to spell John.
Some people they graduated nursery because even me, I did not understand what you are saying. So thank you very much for participating. We go right next.
Now we are welcoming our next speaker, who will possibly be our last speaker for this event. Are you excited to welcome him? We are. Okay. Anyekeme Finba is a prominent Nigerian media practitioner and broadcaster from Akwa Ibom State. His career in broadcasting spans over 13 years, during which he worked as an independent broadcaster for various radio and television stations, including the network service of the Federal Radio Corporation, Nigeria. He served as a media aide to the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Odome Emmanuel, being appointed Special Assistant Media in 2015 and reappointed Special Assistant New Media in 2019. Can you put your hands together? He was later reassigned to social reorientation by Governor Mwfaan before resigning in November 2024 to pursue a new professional opportunity. Vide, dedicated to journalism and social change, has been recognized internationally. He was nominated by the U.S. Department of State as Nigeria's representative in the 2023 cohort of the International Visitor Leadership Program, IVLP. That's big, that's huge. Can you clap for him? Okay. And he was only the West African participant in the year's edition. He is also a recipient of the prestigious U.S. Department of State IVLP Impact Award grant for 2024, which he used to launch a project called Next Generation Journalists. This initiative trained 60 recent journalism graduates from 3 tertiary institutions in Akwa Ibom State on digital media, AI, and ethical reporting. His journey into media was pivotal from a new law degree after recovering his passion for communication and broadcasting. Please make welcome our next speaker, Anyekeme Finba. Can you clap, 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 clap?
Let's clap for GBK. A better round of applause for him. Wow. This looks like a new church, you know. Like a new branch of a church just founded. Can we say church, praise the Lord?
So when you are looking for something and there is something I want to reach out to all the children in my village and make sure they go to school. Come on, you may not need to be counselor to achieve that. The counselor, how much does the counselor have access to? But you can run an NGO and you sit down and have a 3-year roadmap and achieve to take out 50
of your village people to school of leadership is to make money for ourselves. You want to buy your first car and build your first house and live in the choicest part of town and be able to travel out by being member of the House of Assembly, isn't it? There are people who've been member of House of Assembly, they've not gone anywhere. So you can still end up there and see nothing. There are some who have ended there, they've gone all around the world and have lost their soul that we have in raising money. The core challenge is that every vision needs resources. Even the most brilliant policy ideas or community initiatives cannot be sustained without funding. You need funding. Ask them for something they are also looking for. I'm talking about raising money now. Raising money means asking me to do something I want to do for the hidden purpose that you want to achieve. AK is barely asking me to do what I like to do, love to do, sometimes charge money to do. Do you get the point? Because everything I do now, I love them. But for certain audiences and people, of course, the people that deserve are only less than 5%. The rest of the 95 have to pay. Do you get the point? Yes. Only very few people can beat that 5%. Because you must have paid the price for something problem in society. You are not a leader. The first identification of a leader is not vice president this or president that. What did I say? Influence, impact. What does that mean? Ability to solve problems. So first, you have hands. It means you can sweep this hall, isn't it? You can provide a solution. So anytime someone has an event in the hall, you say, sir, can I come and sweep the floor for you? Put him in indebtedness, fixed deposit. No plans to use that money yet. So make sure you are owing as many people as possible. Or forcing them to owe you, actually. And then you have a focus. Waiting for a day you are going to begin to harvest. Some of those things will stay 5 years, you don't need it. Some will stay 3 years. In fixed deposit. Constantly sowing. Constantly sowing. Until you have an opportunity to now very calculatively begin to reap. Relational capital is very key. And you don't need to go far. Eyeglass like this, you give person, no be gift with that. The other one is a secondary meaning. Sometimes we think too far. The gift of a man make a room for him. So what is the meaning of gift? Gift is spare. The other one is human giftings, you know. Is secondary meaning. Primary meaning of gift is something physical. That is what makes room for you. You think they don't like something? That man, did you design a portrait for him? How much is portrait, sir? How much is portrait? Build capacity. Instead, sir, you go and say, Senator, let's form the youth friends and contest something. Because you feel you have a PhD, you've done this, you've done that, you bring this US thing, come and intimidate people in the village. It will not work. Find a house member, craft something for him. That's why I asked you in the first place, what are you really looking for? Is that what you really want? If you want money, my friend, just go and make money. If you want money, go and make money. If you are like me, who likes his name to be heard, I've done too much to invest in my name, not to allow it to be heard. And in politics, they don't know they like my person's name, they come out too much. You are supposed to promote your boss, not you. So if you like to promote yourself, like me, I mean, zoom off before they catch you. Zoom off. They're going to deal with you. It's a system. I'm telling you you must know what you're looking for. I know this, my name can produce something. So I tell myself, let me put in a little more energy. That same energy I was putting in elsewhere, let me transfer it here and see whether it will not produce something. There's no money that does not produce double the amount I used to earn there. There's no money, even the worst month. It's social capital. We built it. Years of trekking to the studio when there was only one radio station in this town. Years of investment, interviewing people, doing work in different states. Years of investment in knowing people and improving myself in skill and going back to school and continuing to grow and develop and reading thousands of books and materials and videos and gingering business ideas in this head and testing them small to see if it's possible to work. You go into a company and train, and before you know it, you have 6 other opportunities within the same space. So every day, your problem, my biggest problem now is time. It's my biggest currency now. Time. Ability to portion, because if you tell me now you're going to take out 3 days of my time, you scare me. Even if I don't have something on those days, I have to keep them free to put things. Nothing annoys me like having 2 things clash and I can't do both. And both of them require my presence. So you just sit down and see 700,000 evaporate from your hands. There's one event I had, they clashed. I found a way to drive one away. Both of them stood at the same place. I just saw 700K like this. I said, "Sign!" In 2 hours, max. In this Nigerian economy, is that not good money? I was just wondering. Give to others. Don't bring this poverty alleviation program and call in an NGO. You are one of the victims of your NGO. Can somebody clap for Jesus? Stop this. And you belong in a circle that I really appreciate. This development space that is powered by the American consulate is a space I really, really appreciate. So every time I find an opportunity of people who are how many millions? The IVLP program we attended, for one participant is not less than, everything included, not less than 50 million. Flight tickets, hotels, over 5 states, different cities, cultural programs, educational places, the money they pay all those facilitators and instructors. We all slept in downtown, 5-star hotels. And then you come back, there are grand openings and stuff, constant engagement, the quality of people that you have met. In my cohort alone, people from 22 countries. So from the comfort of my home, I have friends in Argentina, in Uruguay, in different places, in South Sudan, 19 hours from here. It's not a small investment. So we seek every opportunity we can to tell people the truth. Because you see, people will come here and tell you a lot of things, but they don't tell you the real truth. You have to find a way to make money. If you need to command respect in the leadership space, you have to find a way. There are people who have been in politics 70 years, there have not been anything. People come in under 2 years and become governor. What do you think is the difference? Relevance, value, influence, give it any name. Money, self-development. Someone just came, they just recommended a person, he walked straight to State Executive Council. The same age as you, who has been following since. So while you are sowing your seeds, that makes personal money. Don't sit idle. The Bible says, whatsoever your hand findeth. Because I know you are going to ask me and tell me there are no jobs. I know. Sir, whatsoever your hand findeth, as long as it is not Yahoo, it is not illegal, do it. No shame. You live in rivers. Are there no rivers with fish inside there? Don't they need fish? Sources of funds beyond government. online crowdfunding, that's for individual donations. Small Naira grassroots support for your organization. Then institutional funding, you can partner with big institutions, Ford, MacArthur, so and so, T.Y. Danjuma, and the rest. You can do membership dues and events and all that. You see, when you have groups, nobody wants to bring money. Nobody wants to fund anything, so you have to find means of funding. You know the purpose why you are there. If you want to help vulnerable people suffering, make sure that you are not stealing their funds. That's why you need to look rich for people to support you small. Once you look too hungry, you come and say there's a woman here that needs operation, 500,000. People are scared of giving you the money. Because you and the person looking for money, somehow you look similar. Giving you fundraising strategies. Articulate the problem, define the specific solution, initiative, and campaign. Outline the tangible impacts, short-term and long-term, that project that you are looking for funds will attract. Do you get the point? For your organization, you should do that. Explain why the donor support is crucial and the difference it will make. And let it be a real problem, not climate action. That one is an Oyibo problem. As nice as it sounds, make your group formal. If you have an NGO, register it. Have a page, update it, and be consistent. Your NGO should not do everything. Today you are cutting grass. Tomorrow you are donating t-shirt. Just look for a sector and anchor there as a leader. Identify and research prospects. Leverage networks. I've talked about that. Personal network, professional network, community network. Build a prospect database of the people who can fund you. Cultivation, building relationships. I've talked so much about that. Make it specific and strategic. Always acknowledge. We're talking about strategic funding. Always acknowledge people's donations. Acknowledge their contributions. Even if they are volunteers, thank them. Give them a certificate. When people volunteer for you, find something to give them. Sometimes those intangibles are more value. This is a certificate Yali gave me as a keynote speaker. I like it so much. And I really loved it that time. It had this American flag on it. The thing made a lot of sense. I'm not sure there is any money they would have given me that would have got. In fact, I still like it till tomorrow. Meet with legal and regulatory requirements. 3, decision making. Provide data for strategic resource allocation. Number 4, risk mitigation. Prevent fraud and misuse of funds. There are people you shouldn't send for something in the market too. Their reputation is not bad with money, it's not good with money. Don't send them. They say someone should go and hire a microphone. That guy will get the most rusty microphone because it's the cheapest. And then of course build trust and credibility. So many things to talk about, but let me give my last time because we've taken too much time. So finally, what's up? You are a special breed. You are a wonderful person. You are a leader. You are an outstanding person. There are pictures you won't want that will come out in 20 years. And they say, oh, that's the president of Nigeria, but 20 years ago. Will you want some outfit be placed side by side with you who is going to be what you'll be in 10 years? So if you believe that you are going to be that thing in 20 years, in 10 years, in 5 years, you need to start acting like it now. That's why I'm talking about confidence. You need to start acting like it. Start dressing like it. Dress like the person you'll be in 10 years. Walk like the person you'll be in 10 years. Act like the person you'll be in 10 years. Communicate with the words that will come to you in 10 years. Approach, deal with people you would like to be associated with in 10 years. And you see that your life will be wonderful, you'll see meaning. Celebrate your little victories. No victory is too small. Attending this conference was a big win. So celebrate the significance. Let the world know about it. Tell them you were fortunate, lucky, thrilled, excited to be part of this Simi Olusola Youth in Policy Fellowship, and that you are a fellow, and that you are a leader, an outstanding person. And like I will say, if you do nothing, you will become nothing. Thank you very much, guys, and have a wonderful time.
Okay, we want to thank you so much. Sir, you are such a blessing.
Thank you, sir.
You are loaded.
Thank you, sir.
This is just 0.00% of what is embedded in you. We felt the outpouring. This is not a church, but this is purely prophetic. This is powerful. Please put your hands together for him again. He is the last speaker for this event. And I also want us to specially thank somebody. I think all the speakers have been wonderful. They have been powerful. They have been phenomenal. They have been loaded. They have been dynamite. Please, this is the guy that makes all the speakers. If you rated the name, content, you follow up, you know all the leaders. Please put your hands together. He's a leader, he's a champion, he's a winner, he's a success. Thank you very much. We are impressed with this group of people. You can see that the fellows are motivated. They are charged up. They are electrified. This is what we want to see. Thank you very much.
Well, please, I would like the executive, the Mandela Fellows to come on board, please. So, it's a singular honor to have our very, very outstanding icon. So long as youth development is concerned in Akwa Ibom, we cannot do without his name. And I'm so much proud that he's not just a person, but he's somebody that is known to the embassy and of course the consulate. So let me tell you about him. With the kind of work he does, it was as the kind of affiliation we have with the consulate, we wrote an application, but his is different. He's an IVLP. So that means his work was that good for the embassy and the consulate to say, this person, we want to affiliate with you. So he's very, very different, and that is as a result of the enormous work he has done. So please, sir, with a clapping ovation, we would want to request you join us on stage as I present this award to you. Thank you very much. So, with everything that you stand for and you represent, it is in that singular honor that we, on behalf of the Washington Fellows Alumni Association of Nigeria, present this certificate of appreciation for your outstanding commitment in youth and community development.
Action. Okay, yes. After this, we'll be taking our group.
Let's get ready to have a lunch. After the lunch, we are going to present the certificate to everyone. So first on our list is Ediomo Abasi, who will We have David Eseu.
This is King David Moriri Nasewo. Wow. Which language is this? You're from? You're from where? Eastern Ogolo? Where? Ibesibo. Ibesibo in diaspora. Powerful. All right, did we get that?
Yeah, let's go again.
Raphael, Joseph, Akban. Yes. Not Akban. Thank you. Grace Golly. Some very wonderful names. Wow. You're from California. Grace Golly. Wow.
We have Hussein Nu.
This one is not going anywhere. How about the country? Our other band here, you say Apan No. Prefer come. Why? You know my brother's name. They come.
We have Emirad Ime Silvanus Uto. Isidibe Ebo. Isidibe Ebo. Isidibe Ebo.
The walk, streaming.
We have Comfort McDonald Simon. Comfort McDonald Simon.
Comfort Simon. With this name, you can be from anywhere. That is. Excellent.
We have Umar. Umar Asuko. We have, congratulations. The next is Ndifreke Enyefio.
Investigator. Very powerful woman. Excellent.
Next is Udoyesi Israel.
I can count the number of hairs on our head. It's inconsiderate.
Congratulations. So we have Nnachuku Uzoma Obachi.
Are you an importer, exporter?
Congratulations.
Excellent, excellent.
So we have Marianne Udo. So we have Ekedion Dennis.
I don't know how you where you're from. I love the name. But just that. Excellent.
Okay, so as we continue, I would like to call on Akpan Mwfaan.
Marvel, congratulations.
Edidi on OMN should be ready.
That's right.
Please applaud us on the front of work. Imabong Itwe, you should get ready. Imabong Itwe. So while we welcome Imabong Itwe on board, a round of applause. Erika and Eti Udofa. We have good news, Emmanuel. Good news, Emmanuel. Next in my list is Hussein Nuhu Isa as volunteer. Hussein Nuhu Isa as volunteer.
Not Saddam. Excellent man.
We also have on board Grace Goli
Grace Goli again.
as a volunteer.
Volunteer participant.
So we have Ruth Ukor. Ruth Ukor is also an amazing volunteer with us. Give a round of applause for them. Please, we have Masha here.
Ruth Ukor. Excellent.
Yes, while we welcome Marshall on stage, we have taking members to get on stage.
Marshall.
Ian.
Wonderful.
Photo members, please come up stage. Then we have Sarah Ubong. Please come on stage. Sarah, please come on stage. Please clap so that I can help our camera.
Sarah is a woman leader.
So we have the state coordinator of the network. He's the one that speaks and makes the network together. Please give me a round of applause as we welcome on stage. Thank you. So and finally, we want to have all the Washington fellows come on stage. Let's take a final picture. The Washington fellows come on stage.
Let me know when you're ready for the video.
Action.
Thank you, Mandela Washington Fellowship Alumni Association of Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. Can we have the volunteers for their own pictures?
Yale Nigeria.
Impact.
Yale Nigeria.
Impact.
Yale Nigeria.
Making global impact. Thank you. Can we have the participant join them? Participants.
Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship.
Hi, my name is David Moriri Nasewa. I'm from Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I'm very excited to be part of this great fellowship alumni. I have learned so many things. I have learned integrity. I have learned accountability. I have learned collaboration. I have learned alliance, working with other people, organizations, making things work where it was not the way it didn't work before. So I have learned so much. Coming to this long line fellowship has been an eye opener for my leadership role, and I believe that this will take me a long while, and I will become what I have promised myself to become in the nearest future. Thank you so much.
The only person that can stop you is you. I did not know people. I did not go to school. I'm a Muslim. We do not have so much money. I don't have a job. I don't have a mentor. I don't have a role model. I am not on social media. All of these things are not barriers. But the moment you refuse to do what you are destined to do, you become the bad problem to yourself. Trust me, if you decide not to do it, God has a way of doing his own thing. Right? So it means that you are either the solution or the problem to yourself. And please choose that part of solution. We all have challenges. If I begin to tell you my own story now, you begin to say, hey, you're likely going to put your own problem aside. Isn't it? You're likely going to put your problem aside and start listening to me. If you ask Mike, I'm sure he didn't get to where he is today. Just like that. He has challenges, he's still having challenges, and he will still have. It's not a cause. As long as you're living, challenges abound. And so I don't want you to make any excuses. Don't make any excuses. If you have dreams, live it. If you have ambitions, go for it. You know, one thing we've been taught in this part of the world is that don't talk about yourself. When you talk about yourself, people see you as being proud. And what's wrong with him? What does he have? But trust me, my recent relationship with Americans showed me that telling your story by yourself does not mean you are proud. If you give other people your trumpet to blow, it's either they overblow it or they underblow it. Isn't it? Now only you will blow your thing yourself. So it all depends on you. It's all in your hands. It's all in your laps. When Festus was saying he wanted 3 mentees, I was expecting that everybody would raise up their hand and Festus would be confused. You know? So it's in your hands. We can all come here, do this program from today to tomorrow. The people that will not be affected will not be affected. And those of you that will just pick one thing and run, you pick it and run. So I want to encourage you today that regardless of that situation, regardless of the obstacle, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is corrupt, Nigeria. Inside that Nigeria we corrupt, some people they do well, isn't it? Yes. Inside that Nigeria we bad, Nigeria we kidnapping day. Some of us came from the southwest and we still reach here. They don't kidnap us. So it means that in the middle of that chaos, you find your own peace. In the middle of the noise, find your own silence. In the middle of the retrogression, find your own progress. You are the only person that can stop yourself. Thank you very much.
I want to say a very big thank you to the Alumni Network. This training has been very, very impactful to me. Before I came here, I had a list of things I wanted to learn and things I was looking forward to. And to be honest, it has surpassed my expectation. The standard is so high that I know I've gone home with tools, strategies, insights, and everything that I will apply as soon as I get home. Thank you very much.
Okay, my name is Simi Olusola. I just want to say a very big thank you to the Mwfaan team. Thank you so much for the knowledge imparted on us. Despite my own very busy schedule, I deem it fit to be here because I knew that I'm going to learn something very fantastic. I really appreciate the effort of the Yale team. Thank you for the people you invited to come teach us. We've learned a whole lot. Seriously, even from the last discussion that has just been made, I've also noted the mistake that I made, and seriously, I can't repeat such again. That is because of your effort. I really appreciate it. I say God bless you all in Jesus' name. And I also want to pray that as you embark on your journey back, may God take you down to your destination safe. In Jesus' name.
My name is Edika Nodofa. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, a member of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, representing the good people of Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District.
My name is Idongesit Ide, and I am from the city of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and I am here for Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship. I intend to gain a lot of knowledge. I intend to unlearn, to relearn, to know more about the political field. And after this fellowship, I also intend to expand, to grow more, not only to be limited to this space, but to grow in a larger space than this.
I'm excited to be part of the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship because as a youth, my voice matters, and I'm here to gain the vital tools for impact.
My name is Imabong Itwen. I am from Vide local government in Akwa Ibom State. I am very excited to be a part of Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, and I am expectant of so many things. One of such is ways in which the youth can be involved in the politics of today, considering what we have in today's world.
Simi Olusola began her career into the world of advocacy for empowerment for youth, women, children, and the less privileged in 2003 as a volunteer. She had volunteered for so many organizations within the shores of Nigeria, Africa, and in fact, across the world.
The aim of this initiative for the next few days is clear. It's to inspire, equip, and elevate young people, especially women, into active roles in politics and public service. For far too long, our political spaces have lacked that diverse voices, energy, and innovations. Permit me to call it the vibe that young people bring into any establishment. That must end now. That is why we are here.
You're not a leader if you're not patient. In fact, if you're not long-suffering. You're not a leader if you're not long-suffering. Wisdom to know when to be wise.
Before entering into leadership, define your ethical boundaries. May you lead with integrity, act with accountability, and leave a legacy defined not by titles held, but by values upheld.
And action. If you have influence, you don't have vision. If you have influence, have vision, but you don't act. It's not leadership. It's psychophancy. Making decisions daily. Influencing decisions in your home. Looking out for the vision of where that decision will take you to and the action you will take when mommy and daddy have said something. I don't know if you understand. Africa's future largely depends on you and I. Bold, visionary, and committed leaders who can tackle today's challenges and shape a better tomorrow. So, to effectively navigate the African political space, here are key leadership skills every young change maker should develop. That's you and I.
My name is Ekedion Dennis Essen. I am from Akwa Ibom State.
And the fellowship, the Simi Olusola Youth in Politics Fellowship, has been very impactful. I've learned about accountability as a leader. I've learned about the different styles of leadership, and I've also learned that no man is an island, that we all need everyone to survive. Some ideas that you may think are not worth listening to are sometimes the best of ideas. It's very, very impactful. I want to say a very big thank you to the Mandela Washington Fellowship alumni of Nigeria for bringing in this kind of program. I say thank you to them.